Hey guys, Dusty here. Today we'll be looking at and comparing two trail shoes to On, the Cloudsurfer Trail versus the Cloudultra 2. Like always, we'll go over some of the specs on both pairs of shoes, and then finally which shoe is best for what and for who. So first of all, both of these fit into the trail, mostly trail category. Both of these offer neutral support. I'm unsure of stack height on both of these shoes. However, in the Cloudsurfer Trail, you're looking at a 7mm heel to toe drop, and on the Cloudultra 2, you're looking at a 5mm drop. And as far as the cushion or stack height goes, you're getting a lot more cushion in that Cloudsurfer Trail. Also, in terms of weight, even though the Cloudsurfer Trail has much more cushion, it comes in almost a whole ounce lighter. My men's size 8.5 comes in at 9.1 ounces, and then the Cloudultra 2 in my size is coming in at just under 10 ounces. In terms of fit, you're going to want to go true to size for both of these shoes. The Cloudsurfer Trail is very comfortable, great for just cruising along on easy trails. Then with the Cloudultra 2, I love the sock-like entry. The Cloudultra 2 also has this flip release on the laces. I personally don't notice a difference. However, if you know that you're someone who your feet swell up over the course of a long run, you can always flip that release and give your foot a little bit more space inside the shoe. One thing I will note about the Cloudultra 2 is I wish the lockdown on this was a little bit more dialed in. I find the fit is nice, however, it's just maybe a little bit too relaxed for what I plan to use this shoe for. I think most specifically if I'm running fast through technical trails, I just wish the lockdown on this was dialed in just a little bit better. And no issues with either upper. One cool thing to note about the Cloudultra 2 is that they have this dual mesh upper. For those of you wondering, the insoles are removable on both shoes. Then if we move along to the midsoles, the Cloudsurfer Trail, like I already mentioned, has much more cushion. This shoe also does not feature a speed board. The Cloudsurfer Trail also features on what they call CloudTech Phase cushioning system, whereas the Cloudultra 2 is going to be a little bit more traditional. This shoe features the Cloud Pods and has a speed board inside. Also, because there is less cushion on the Cloudultra 2, it's going to be quite a bit more of a firm ride than the Cloudsurfer Trail. One thing about the Cloudultra 2 is that you're going to have a lot more ground feel out on the trails versus the Cloudsurfer Trail. So in my opinion, when it comes time for technical trails, the Cloudultra 2 is going to be quite a bit superior to the Cloudsurfer, but more on that later. Then if we look at the outsoles, both of these are honestly pretty mild for trail shoes, and most specifically the Cloudsurfer Trail is a very mild trail shoe. So the Surfer Trail is going to be just fine on gravel, grass, hard pack trails. And also because it is so mild, it's also going to make a great door to trail shoe. So if you have lots of pavement getting to your trails, this is going to be a great option, and there is plenty of cushion, so it does feel really nice out on pavement. And on the flip side, you can certainly use the Cloudultra 2 as a door to trail shoe as well. However, some people might think that this is a little bit on the firm side to log really heavy miles on pavement. And in terms of trails, the Cloudultra 2 should be able to accommodate most trails. I will say though that in winter-like conditions, so if you have lots of mud or snow, just because the lugs on the Cloudultra 2 aren't that deep, there are going to be better options out there that are going to give you a little bit better traction. And in terms of traction, especially on wet surfaces, I found both of these shoes to be perfectly fine. All right, so just to recap a little bit, the Cloudsurfer Trail. First of all, this is actually the trail version of my all-time favorite training shoe, the Cloudsurfer, which is essentially a road version of this shoe. So obviously I'm going to be a little bit biased in my opinion of this shoe. Love the Cloudsurfer Trail. I think the Cloudsurfer Trail is going to be a great easy day shoe for easy trails, a little bit of pavement running. This isn't a shoe that you're going to want to really attack really aggressive technical trails. You lose a little bit of ground feel for those really technical sections, and also if you're going through any sort of mud at all, again, the short lugs on the bottom aren't going to help you out a whole lot. I think this could be a great entry-level trail shoe if you're someone just looking to dabble in the trails a little bit, maybe do lots of your running on the shoulder of a road. This could be a good option. And then for those of you that maybe like a little bit more of a firm ride, or you're doing a little bit more technical trails, the Cloudultra 2 is definitely going to be a better option for you than the Surfer Trail. A lot of the features on the Cloudultra 2 have had really nice upgrades since the original version of the Cloudultra. And really my only complaint about this shoe is I wish maybe the lockdown was dialed in a little bit better. And lastly, price. Cloudsurfer Trail is coming in at 200 Canadian or 160 US, and then the Cloudultra 2 comes in at 230 Canadian or 180 US. So both of these are great shoes. I don't do a whole lot of trails, but I'm happy to have both of these in my trail rotation. Neither of these are going to be my #1 option when the trails get super muddy, but outside of that, really can't go wrong with either one. And I think that's going to be it. If there's anything I left out of this review, leave your questions down below and I'll be sure to get back to you. And like always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.